How's everyone doing tonight? This deck is just super insane. It is crazy. So basically, we got a million one-ofs throughout the entire deck. The main combo is Gifts Ungiven. We can search up Unburial Rites and one other creature, like a Wormcoil, a Grave Titan, or an Elish Norn, most likely, but also like a combo piece like Archangel of Thune, a Sigarda against a Liliana. So we got so many options. So that's kind of combo one. Combo two is we also have Eldritch Evolutions that we can sack like Kitchen Finxes to get Thrag Tusks and stack Thrag Tusks to get Elish Norns. Just ridiculousness. So much stuff going on in this deck. Alright, so we're going to jump into a league with this, see how it goes. Alright, we'll try this. Not awesome, but we have some big life gainers. Hopefully our birds live. Alright, Vault Scourge, sure. So I think we're just going to... Ooh, Polluted Delta, crack Polluted Delta, get a Godless Shrine, untapped. Oh, this mana base is hurting us. And then we're just going to Eternal Witness to get back Polluted Delta. So we have a land drop for next turn. Opponent gets in for one. Alright, so now we just Kitchen Finks to gain back life. So we go back up to 16. I think we're actually in good shape here. And Whip Flare. Oh, that's very bad. Now we might actually be losing then. Get a Plains. Oh, that's so bad. We lose all our stuff. Oh. Well, we got to kill Overseer. Now I'm definitely regretting not killing the Overseer last turn if I had known about Whip Flare. We're still not really dead, though, because we have Archangel of Thune, which is a pretty great roadblock, into hopefully Wormcoil if we draw one more land. And then all of a sudden, we're still in pretty good shape. And we're only taking 3 here. All right, crack Polluted Delta. So I guess we get Overgrown Tomb. Well, there's a land. All right, so we're kind of still in this. Unless our opponent can, like, Galvanic Blast our Archangel, then things would look a little bit more grim. But there's Archangel. Come on, no Galvanic Blast. Vault Scourge, sure, is not Galvanic Blast. Ooh, things are looking up. So now we get a Wormcoil. And that should hopefully be the end of the line for our opponent. That's just so much life gain. Whoa! Got there! We had a whole deck built around this combo. We never got there. And now we play this deck that isn't necessarily built around it, and we just luck into the combo. Good game, opponent. Thank you for playing. So this combo is so sweet. We just remove a counter to gain life, which triggers our Archangel, puts a counter on everything, and we can do that about 1,000,000 times. The only thing is they could still technically win with Infect, so we got to be aware of that. So let's just go with Wormcoil. Our opponent's going to have to block. While they didn't block? Oh, okay. Well, then they just die right now then. I figured they would at least chump here, because they did still have a path to victory with Ink Moth. But we got there! Yeah, let's just Birds of Paradise, Hallowed Fountain. We're even going to be able to set up potentially for a quick Gifts Ungiven, which could be pretty good here. Seems like a quick Grave Titan, maybe, is the best option against Eldrazi, depending exactly on what their hand exactly ends up being. Now, there's Windswept Heath. Well, I think we just go for it. Let's just pass the turn. We're still a little weak to Path. Maybe it's better just to slam a Siege Rhino here and wait. See if we can get them to path the Siege Rhino and then go on the Gifts plan after that. All right. Well, we definitely have free reign here to Gifts, which might mean this is going to be a quick game. We Gifts. We get... I guess we just Elish Norn. That's gotta be the smartest play here. Just get Elish Norn and our Unburial Rites. Opponent has to put both in the graveyard. And our opponent scoops it up to the old fail to find trick. Our opponent is drawing incredibly well. That was an extremely good draw, though. We actually just top decked our opponent right back. Now I think we win. Linvala, we're running hot too. Match a top deck with a top deck. And now Eldrazi Displacer's offline. Drowner of Hope's offline. Oh, sometimes you gotta get a bit lucky. Seems like we're in good shape until our opponent top decks a Path and kills our Linvala or a Dismember. Noble Hierarch doesn't do it. Opponent attacks with both. Maybe we just double block this Thought Knot and be done with it. I think this is fine. This actually draws us a card too, and it gets rid of the Thought Knot combo, even if they draw a Path or something. So Finks comes back up to 15. We draw a Windswept Heath, not exciting. Another land. Well, get in with our flyers. Put our opponent to 1. Play a Misty. All right, this is it. Our opponent has to draw removal for Linvala right here. If not, we manage to out-top deck the top decker. Whoo, and we got there. Jeez, that was a super close match. This hand is very not optimal. Oh, God. Worth, really? Worth? Oh, my God, Worth. All right, we got to scry into green mana. No. Oh, boy. Well, we need to draw a green land into another land for gifts. Well, all right, there's a start. Now we're kind of live. So if we just draw a land and our opponent doesn't just have natural Tron on turn 3. Oh, God. Oh, God. Well, we weren't going to win this game anyway. All right, I guess that's the best we got. Oh, we don't have land destruction. All right. Boom. Nice Ugin you got over there, opponent. Now you can't fireball us. Fireball off limits. It has X in it. All right, well, Sylvan Carry added. Gavany Township. Get in with Gaddock Teague. There's actually some really weird way we could win this game. If our opponent can't do anything for a couple turns, Chromatic Sphere. Because we're back to the same place we were last game, where if we live 2 more turns, we can Gifts into Terastodon. Actually, no, we can't because of Gaddock Teague. Combo off. So I guess we just need mana for Wormcoil. Our opponent's trying to cast a Karn into Gaddock Teague, realizing not gonna work. Well, there's Windswept Heath. All right, Windswept Heath, crack Windswept Heath. Get a Hallowed Fountain. What we can do is pump up the jams. 3/3 Gaddock Teague. So we're just hoping our opponent is like Ugin and Karn flooded. What are the odds? Their end is just mono Ugins. Oh no. There's Oblivion Stone. We draw a Path. Well, let's get in with Gaddock Teague. Put our opponent to 12. Pass the turn. There could still be a way out of this. It's not likely. All right, so let's pass Sylvan Carry added. I think it's better to path Carry added because we could get Teague back with Eternal Witness. Get an island, pass the turn, and see what our opponent has. So we have gifts online now. There's Karn. Let's see what our opponent does with it. This makes it harder. Now we have to peel land for it to work. Come on, land! All right, grab Terastodon. Get Terastodon, get Unburial Rights. And what else does our opponent have? Sylvan Scrying. Gets a tower. Well, we got bailed out. Marsh Flats, crack it. Get a Temple Garden, I guess. Temple Garden, untapped. On Burial Rights, on Terastodon. And we know they have a tower in hand, so I think we have to go Power Plant, Karn, and pass. So we got a little lucky to get the land there. Oh, no! You gotta be kidding me. Oh, are you for real? I play for fun sometimes. Oh my goodness. The big issue is figuring out the fetching and stuff. It also seems slow. It seems pretty slow. What's the punt now? If the punt has to do with hitting the power plants, I would like to hear about why I should not have picked power plant. That's what I'm curious about. It's not over, but the problem is they're gonna ultimate Ugin, and that's pretty bad. And they have Sanctum, because they can just tick up Ugin and then double chump unless we draw something. Ultimate Ugin is so bad. Our opponent's gonna attack? What is happening? Yeah, I mean, maybe that's the plan. He's gonna shoot down Worm Coil, and then they have, like, they must have Oblivion Stone or something. And our opponent scoops it up. Oh my god. I do not know how we won that match. So, this deck, takeaway number one, probably the most important takeaway is if you decide to play this deck, actually put in some games with it, because there's actually a lot of choices that you have to make that in most decks aren't all that important, but when it comes down to like your fetching, tons of tutor effects. So if you decide to play this deck, definitely run through some matches with it. Picking it up in the dark and just running through a league with it on stream, definitely one of the more challenging decks to do that with, having not really played it before, because there's a lot of stuff that's I'm sure that you improve at the more you play the deck. And yes, hope your opponent scoop for no reason as early as possible. I'm sure the deck can be improved, but it's pretty sweet and definitely something that needs to be practiced before you run it through a tournament. But anyway, I think that's the stream for tonight. Thanks so much for hanging out. It was awesome. Make sure to head back on Thursday. Check out the site in between. In the meantime, you can check out this stream on the replay channel. It'll be up tomorrow, I believe, or later tonight, something like that. And if you're looking to support the stream, Playmats can subscribe for premium on Goldfish. That would be awesome of you. But mostly, thanks for hanging out. It's a ton of fun. And I will talk to all of you soon.